Hey guys, welcome to Aussie Wristwatch, and today I get to talk about my favorite brand. I am going to do a very brief little discussion, look, review, whatever you want to call it, on one of the new Panerai models that is out. It's the Bi-Tempo model, two-time. And first of all, let's do a wrist check because I'm not wearing my Panerai today. I'm actually wearing my Omega Seamaster 300M, my diver. One of my Panerais is in my watch roll. I sell these. You guys can see the link at the bottom of the store. I sell two kinds, to be clear. This kind comes in single, double, or 3-slot in various colors. And I sell the vintage in double or 3-slot, which is very popular. My wife loves this one too, by the way, which I thought she'd maybe like this, but there you go. Anyway, don't forget, please like my channel and subscribe to help me out with the YouTube algorithm gods. Thank you very much. Let's get started. Alright, so you guys know I love Panerai. Like, it's a no-brainer, really. And so recently I got invited by one of my favorite ADs at the Panerai store in Sydney to a little evening or afternoon, I should call it, of champagne, canapes, and here's a review of our new watches for the 2022 collection. And that was maybe 6 weeks, maybe 2 months ago, and I've been kind of on an embargo with a number of those watches. Still, some of them I am unable to talk about, like the new Radiomir, which I fell in love with. But I did get to try on the Bi-Tempo, which I really liked. Now, is it earth-shatteringly different or whatever to any of the other Panerais? No, but it was kind of cool. But let's talk about it a little bit, shall we? So it's called the Bi-Tempo because it's in 2 new dual time zones. So they're really leaning on their Italian heritage with this watch. So Bi-Tempo is on the dial, as is Ore, and we had a long discussion in the store about this. And I was like, well, it's Italian, so I think it's Ore and it's hour. Yes, it is. Have they lent a little bit too much into the Italian with, like, is it a little bit on the nose? Bi-Tempo, 2 time zones. I mean, it's a GMT at the end of the day. And Ore for hour, maybe. I mean, I guess they're trying to have a little bit of fun and be a little bit different and nod back to their heritage. But maybe it's a step too far. It's basically their Panerai Luminor GMT. The thing I didn't like about it is the GMT has a blue accent on the marker, as does the hour in the Ore section, which looks really good, and it comes in 2 colors, right? So it comes in a navy blue with a sunburst dial, which the sunburst dials on the Panerais are epic. I don't care what anyone says, they look phenomenal. And then the matte black is the other color, and so they have matching alligator straps for the bracelet. And so the blue sort of sunburst dial pops and looks really great with the blue accented indicators. But on the black, and my wife will laugh because I am adamant you can wear black and blue together, because you can. But it doesn't work on this watch. It just, yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it. It's also got more indices in between each minute marker. And again, it kind of makes the watch dial look busy. So, I don't know what you guys think about that. I mean, I guess I'm a Panerai purist a little bit. So if you look at the PAM 422, so if you look, it's a bit dirty, sorry guys. My sticky mitts on it, of course. So if you look at that, very clean, it's very elegant. The Luminor Due I have, it's downstairs, so I can't show it to you on the video. It's the same, right? And that's got the GMT function, and it's got the power reserve on the front. So it's a little bit busier in terms of complications on the dial. But if you look at the little indice markers, the minute markers on here, I don't know, just, I mean, I can kind of work out that it's, you know, 5:02 or 5:07 or 5:08 without having a little mark there. But so I don't know why they've chosen to do that. But I don't know. So what else? We've got the Crown Guard, which is one of the classic features of the Panerai. It's 300 meter water resistance, so it's still a true dive watch, even though it's, in my view, on the dressier side, and I wouldn't be taking it in the water. If you put a rubber strap on it, then, you know, swim to your heart's content. It also has a clear case back in sapphire crystal, along with sapphire crystal on the actual case. So you can say what you want about Panerai. I love that about them. The exhibition case back with that movement, I love. And I know there's a little bit of, you know, argy-bargy about some of the Panerais not having in-house movements, but they don't really say that. And you know, now that I'm getting into watches a lot more, I understand that that's actually a big deal, but I don't care. Honestly, I'm not buying a watch based on what the movement is in there. Like, I know that sounds fucking stupid and maybe just a bit naive, but I still buy it based on look and how it makes me feel. And I don't know, like even with this one, what the movement really is, other than it's a high quality watch. But I know some people have like cancelled orders for Panerais when they've found out somehow that it's not the in-house movement that they thought it was, and that's just, I'm not at that level yet. Maybe one day I will be, and you'll put this video up and I'll eat my words, and that's totally fine. But for now, it doesn't bother me as much. But look, I think this is a solid offering from them. When I tried it in store, I thought it looked really nice. I thought it was super classy. It's a Panerai, so I'm already leaning towards that model anyway. You guys know this. It wasn't my favorite Panerai in the raft of Panerais that were presented to me on that evening to try on. Definitely for me, the Radiomir was, and I'll talk about that when I'm allowed to. But that watch just sang to me. I had to have that watch. I don't have that watch, but I had to have it. You know, and this is retailing for about $15,000 Australian. So, you know, Panerai are not a cheap brand. No, siree, not by any stretch of the imagination. This is not a base model Panerai. You know, it's a GMT. It's a quality watch. But it's probably... it's not my favorite. It's not the worst Panerai I've tried on. Like there are a number of Panerai Luminor Doués that I tried on that night, which are absolutely stunning watches. But the new ones are very small, and they're made for a particular market, and that is not me. I suspect it's not going to be a lot of people, but it's going to be a lot of other people, and so they would probably be on my least likely to purchase list before this watch. But yeah, I'm not rushing to Panerai to buy this watch. I think it's just a nice, elegant addition to the collection, but it hasn't lit my world on fire from that point of view. You know, if it's your first kind of introduction to Panerai, I don't think it's going to overwhelm you with I got to have this watch. I still think the classics are going to do that, and the classic Panerais are less busy. You know, notwithstanding the Douai, but the Douai is less busy because it's not as thick. And that's where they've really nailed that market. For whatever anyone wants to say about Panerai, and all the hardcore people saying it's only, you know, the 50 or 30 meter, can't remember off the top of my head, water resistant. I mean, I'm not buying that watch to swim. I'm buying it for its elegance and its cool factor. And I think that's a really cool introduction to the brand if you don't know Panerai. If you don't want to go for the hardcore, what I've got, 47 mil, which to me is the epitome of the brand. Yeah, I think, you know, check this watch out, but this one just did not, I don't know, it didn't light my world on fire. I'm still yet to find it on the website. It's good to go in terms of me talking about it today. I've seen it on other websites, but just from a general kind of perspective about all its features, other than being in a 44mm, which is kind of the sweet spot again for Panerai for me. Notwithstanding I've got the 45 and the 47, the 44 is a nice, it actually really is a nice watch. It's similar to the Submersible that I did a review on, which was a 44. But yeah, I don't know. I think I want to hear from you guys, and not like the hardcore Panerai haters, because I know you're not going to like it anyway, but like if you like Panerai, which I know there's a number of you out there, what do you think of the look of this watch? Do you think it's added to the collection, or do you think it's taken something away? Like, what is it that, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still not too sure where they're going with this. I might eat my words in another 12 months when they release another one and kind of build the collection, because I think the Bi Tempo is kind of the new era of the watch. But it, yeah, hasn't set my world on fire. I still love you, Panerai. I'm still going to buy a ton of your watches over the years for sure, because they're amazing and I love them and I'm so biased. But yeah, that's my initial thoughts on this watch. If I can get hands on with it again, maybe I'll look at it in more detail, might change my view, who knows, depends what. I think it's a cool watch without being like my favorite for sure. I think I've made that pretty clear. So let me know your thoughts. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my videos. And until next time, keep having fun enjoying watches, guys. Have a good one.